Hello everyone, welcome to the sixth lecture on C++ programming language. On this lecture, we are going to discuss about how we can get input from user in C++ programming language. Because in my real-world applications, we need to get information from the user. Like if I need money, so I need to go to the bank or I need to go to a place where ATM machine is located. So I enter my card and the system automatically read my card information, then ask me to enter my PIN, the 4-digit PIN. That PIN is input, a 4-digit number. And also another example, if you go to google.com to search something on the internet, so you actually enter text, enter the information. So that's a kind of input. When you click on the search button, the Google get your input, but based on your input, it queries their databases and shows the website, a list of websites. They rank a list of websites which is related to your content. And also another example of the input, like you have calculator app in your phone. So what you do, you open the calculator app and enter the numbers to add, to divide, to subtract, or any other mathematical calculations. So that's the input you're entering. Another example is when you log into your Gmail or Yahoo Mail or your Facebook. So this platform asks you for username and password, and you enter your username and the password. So these are all kinds of information which the systems get from the user. They are inputs. So in C++, we also have the capability to get input from the user because we develop real-world applications, so we need to get input from the user. So to get input from the user in C++, we use the object called cin. We use cin. And this object or function is located inside IOStream library, which we started in the previous lectures. Inside this IOStream, there was also cout, which was used for printing, the information on the screen. But this cin is used, to get input from the user. The input can be a number, can be a character, can be a floating point number or whole number, can be a string, so can be a sentence. So this cin is used in C++ to get input from the user. So how we can get input from the user? Let's try the simple program. Like I write #include. So first we bring our IOStream. We include our IOStream library in the program. Then we use our namespace using namespace std, which is a C++ standard library. Then I write my program inside my main function, integer main. This is our main function, and the main function block starts from here and ends here, and it's return a 0. And also remember the return statement is the last statement in your program. It should be the last statement. So return 0. Now if I get, like the user age, suppose I develop the program to check if the user can vote or not, he is eligible to vote or not. So I can get, the user age from the input. So I define first integer age, a variable for that. So I can get the input from user and store inside that information. So I use here a cout statement. Like I say, enter your age. Then the user, this message will be displayed to the user because we use the cout. Then we use the cin. We use the cin to get input from the user. cin age. So now, when the user enter any information from the keyboard, cin is like a keyboard, okay? Any information, it goes inside. You see the direction of these arrows. This is called extraction operator. Extraction operator. So it means extract the information from the cin, which is keyboard, and put it inside the edge. So it extract actually and get the information from the keyboard and put inside the edge. As you can see in the cout, the direction of the insertion operator is this side. It means anything we have this side, insert that information to the cout. Cout is our screen, our computer screen or mobile screen. So in cin we have the reverse, like it says, anything you get from the keyboard, put inside the edge. And now we can see out the edge. So I can remove this. Now we can see out the edge. When user prompted enter your edge, user enter the edge, and then we see out the edge and says see out your edge is, put here the edge, and we can say end line. Yeah, so now this is a simple program which asks the user to enter your age, and then whenever user enter the age, it goes into the variable age, because variables are used to enter information, the data, and then we see out at the end, your age is, or like if user enter here 10, it shows your age is 10. So this is a simple program. We can get age by, we can get information from the user. If the information is also text, we can get that information also from the user. Like I say, I need to take the name of, or I need to take a character. So I write a string name. And now we see out, say, enter your name. Enter your name. Okay, and this message will be presented to the user. Enter your name, double quote, double quote. And then we cin the name. So any information user enters, it goes inside the name. And now we see out the name. We see your name is quotation name. Yes. So we print. Suppose the programs, when we execute the program, it shows the message enter your name, and I enter my name Michael or Mike. Then it represents your name is Mike. Like the output of this program is your name is Mike. Good. But if I enter my full name, because the cin only get one word. Please remember, the cin can get only one word for the from the keyboard. So suppose if I run this program again and says enter your name, and I enter Michael Jackson. So my full name is Michael Jackson. Then what happened? I enter Michael Jackson, but when I enter, I need to put the space between first name and last name. So what happened? The name variable only store, or the cin only get the first word. So when this time I print the program, I ran the program, it shows only again your name is Mike. It's not showing the Mike. So because the cin only get one word at a time. So to solve this issue, we have another function. We have another function which is called getline in C++. Getline, and the first parameter of this function is cin, and then in another parameter we put name. Cin name. So now what we do, instead of cin, we write here getline, getline. So take it from the keyboard and put it inside the variable name. So now what happened when we compile and run the program, it says enter your name, and then we enter the name, okay, and the cin put that name inside, take the name from the keyboard and put inside the name, and this is the getline function. It means it takes, one line from the user, a complete sentence. So now if we enter Michael Jackson, then we compile, when you compile and run the program and enter Michael Jackson on the, as input, so now it shows your name is Michael Jackson. So now that issue has been solved. So this was about, taking information from the user. So we use cin and also getline if you want to, get input from the user. So let's go and practically work on the computer some example of this, input. Thank you. Hello, I'm back in my Windows system. So let's, open the code blocks. And I write here code blocks. So I open my code blocks, and in this lesson, we talk about input, from the keyboard, how we can get information from the user using C++ programming language. Yeah, first of all, we create a new project and it's a console application. And next, the language is C++. Project name is, I called input from user. And then next and finish. So our project is created successfully. We have the main function. So here. So when we want to write a program to take or to get information from the user, so in C++, we have the cin and also we have the getline. So we have the cin object and also the getline function. So let's go and, write the example. Suppose if you want to get a user age. So I write here integer age, then I cout, enter your age, and then we use cin and we say that take the user input from the keyboard and put it inside the variable age. As you can see, the direction of these symbols are towards the age variable. It means anything coming from the cin, which is keyboard, it should goes to the age variable. It should be stored on the age variable. So this is called extraction operator. It means extract the information from the keyboard to the variable age. So now we can see out the your age is simply. Now we save and we compile and run our program. So now it asks me enter your age. I enter my age is 27. Sorry. Run the program again. Enter your age. My age is 27 and enter. Whenever you enter, so the compiler automatically gets the input from the user and is stored inside age variable. So it says your age is 27. And for example, if you go to another example, like you want to write a simple calculator which add two number, simple calculator. So let's write here, we can use, it's better to use double, okay? Double, number one, number two, number two, we write it, like subtract, we write it division, we write it minus. Okay, subtract, we have the subtract. So we have sum, subtraction, division, multiplication. And now what I do, and also I need to write a variable. Yeah, it's good. So now cout, say the user enter the first number, semicolon, cin. So number one, it should go inside number one. Cout, we say enter the second number. It should go so here say inside number two. Okay, and we say sum is equal to, we actually, add number one plus number two. Then we have subtraction, so equal to, I can copy this and only change, the symbol, which is we use multiplication, and then we can, mm, copy this one, Control V, and we can use, like the multiplication. So multiplication, we change, and we also change the multiplication, because we want to store inside the multiplication variable. And then we use division. We change this first to the div. And then we have here, the division. And now we have cout. So we can say addition of number one and space number two is, we say here, print the sum. And then we can use, you can use \n or you can use n line, okay? So we can use here n line. Yeah, it's better to use n line. So I copy this line because I need to do it for all. I need to print out for, addition, subtraction, multiplication. So copy and paste. Then we change this. This one is the subtraction. So subtraction of number one, number two is just change the sum variable to sub. And then we have multiplication. So number one and number two is mul. And then we have, division. Division of number and number two is division div. So now we wrote it, a simple calculator. So it asks from we first, declared, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 variables. Number one, number two, sum, subtract, division, multiplication. And then we ask from the user, enter the first number. When the user enter, the number, it goes inside number one. And then we ask for enter the second number. When the user enter the second number, it is stored inside number two. Then we add those number one plus number two together and store it inside the sum variable. Then we subtract number one, number two from number one, store it in the sum variable. Then we perform division of number one and number two, multiplication of one and two, with the inside, mul variable, and then we have the division variable, which it stores the result of number one divided by number two, and then we output or calculation. So let's compile and run this. Okay, the program is compiled. So it says enter the first number. So I enter, like 100, and enter the second number. I enter, like 20. And it says, the addition of 120 is 120, subtraction of 120 is 80, multiplication of 100 is 20 is 2000, and division of 100 by 20 is 5. So this is a simple, calculator. And if you want to take a user input, like the username or the password or the full name of the user, so we need to write, another program. So let's write the program. We take the user, first name or full name. So we write a string and we call it name. So what happened here, cout, we ask the user to enter your name. Enter your name. And then cin, we use cin. Okay, take the information from the user and store it inside name, and cout is say here your name is name. Then we put in line. So now if we compile and run this program to see what happens. So it asks for, enter your name. So I put my name is, mm, Michael. and then enter. It's okay. Now your name is Michael. But the problem arises when you enter your full name. So suppose it says enter your name, and I put my name here, Michael, like Jackson. I put an example. So now when I enter, it's only showing me your name is Michael. It's not showing me the Jackson. And the CN only accept one word, not more than that. When you enter a space, it means the input is finished. Or you enter, and if you press the enter from the keyboard. So if there is a space and the scene, it's considered that one as the input is finished, and the user not going to enter any more information. So in this case, you see, only we have Michael. To solve this problem, so we use another function which is called getline in C++. Getline. So we take from the keyboard, get user data from the keyboard and put it inside the variable name, and then semicolon. So now if we compile and execute this program, that issue will be solved. Okay, so let's check it. So let's enter your name, and I can say Michael Jackson. Your name is Michael Jackson. Even I can enter a full sentence, like, because the get line is, getting one completed line from the user. So let's take the user, I write a program to take the user age and the username. So we have the name here. I defined another variable called age on this program, and I see out, enter your age, okay, and then cn age. Now we have see out, enter your name. So it says get line cn the name. Then see out your name is. So let's see out the age also. Okay, right. Your age is online. Okay, so let's run this program. Let's run this program. What happens? Okay, enter your age. I put my age like 25. Enter. And it does not ask me, enter your name. You see that? There is an issue. You see? I just put it my age, 25, but then it enter your name, then your age is 25 and your name is like, you see? It does not ask me for the name. Why? What happened here? The issue is when you enter using cn the age, the compiler automatically enter a backslash n or a new line at the end of your input. So so the compiler accept that new line for your name, or that space for your name. So it means we need to remove that one before we proceed to the next line, like cn your age. So now the compiler, you entered your age, like age, you're 25. And then what happens, the compiler gets another space from the user and store that space or that new line in the buffer, memory buffer. So what happens now, it does not accept anymore the input. So we do this one we solve this by using cn. We have a function that called cin.ignore. It means remove that new line or that space which entered at the end of the age. So now let's run the program and see what happens. Enter your age. My age is 25. And now it says enter your name. My name is Michael. Yeah, your age is 25 and your name is Michael Jackson. So I wrote this program, and because you will face this issue sometimes, and you need to use the ignore function in C++ to remove or the new line or the space which added at the end of the cn, because it automatically get that new line as another input. So that's, you need to flash that you have to remove that. And the ignore, what the ignore do is what the ignore does, it's remove that. So this was today lecture, or complete lecture about how we can get input from from user in C++ programming language. And thank you again for joining this lecture and watching this lecture.